I guess first of all, do you have any update on Will Bruin and what the injury is there?
Yeah. So the MRI came back, and he does have a ACL tear of his right knee. So that's the official diagnosis. Surgery will come after they do their, they let the swelling go down and all of that sort of stuff, and he'll have the surgery early July. But he is effectively done for some time.
Have you been able to talk to him?
Yeah, he was here today. I called him that afternoon, after I got the doctor's report. So he's in good spirits, as good as he can get. They're all bummed. They're, the team, him. I mean, it was a blow because he was well liked, well respected in the locker room. But stuff happens, and we got to forge on. We got to keep going, and we'll miss him. But this group, this franchise, this team has overcome serious injuries before. We'll have to do it again.
With the absences, the team's looking a bit thin up top. What's plan B?
Well, we've got a young forward on the roster. There's a guy in Defiance that's banging goals. There's other options to play without a true center forward, a false nine. There's plenty of things that we can come up with. We'll work on those as it gets closer to Vancouver.
With Will and then losing Chad before him, that's two guys that, not just on the field, but really well liked and respected in the locker room. What's the message you try and impart to the team when you go through losing guys like that?
Well, the message is, it's always team first. So, yes, it's a big blow. Yes, they were well liked, but the group, if they stick together, is always stronger than, one or two individuals. So it's just re-emphasizing that, they got a really good job. They have a beautiful field to practice on. There's still a bunch of good guys in that locker room. Both Will and Chad haven't left the area, so if they need a Chad fix or a hug, they can, go find him and get that fix. So it's okay.
Does that all obviously make it more important for those guys that are in international play, trying to come back as soon as possible? Are you constantly in contact with
We're
them?
watching every game. Yeah, we're WhatsApping with a lot of players. But, that is what it is. I mean, pretty soon we'll find out who's going to go through and who's not in both competitions. And we have players on teams that haven't done as well as they might have hoped. So we'll see what we get back prior to Vancouver.
Is it difficult for you to see a guy like Raul that's so important here and he hasn't got a minute of play time with crew?
Well, I feel for him because I know he wants to play. He's a competitive guy, but that's it's not my team. So I can't really comment on that.
Jordan got a run in the Venezuela game, and he looked pretty good, pretty active. Do you think getting him back could help give you guys a little bit of a shot in the arm back in the last play?
Yeah. Getting any of our players back from international duty is going to help us. So whether it's Jordan, whether it's Raul, whether it's Javier, whether it's Joven, whether it's Delam, I mean, it'll all help.
Language thing, as far as language goes and getting players to communicate, is that the biggest challenge as a coach?
No, it's probably not my biggest challenge, but it's certainly challenging for them when you're speaking Korean and Spanish and French and others. I mean, it creates some funny moments, but I let them deal with that.
What about for yourself? I mean, how do you kind of
Google Translator.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Often
I can't speak Korean.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's often with
well, only when it's important. I mean, Kelvin's done a good job with Kim. The Spanish, I have plenty of Spanish speakers. I know a little bit. I can understand a few words here and there. French, I leave to Jimmy. I mean, we've got it pretty much covered. Steph knows German, so we're covered.
So do you feel that they use other languages to say something to you that you don't?
They use the universal language of soccer. That's what they use. I can.
No, I mean the negatively.
Negatively?
Yeah.
You mean when they swear?
Yeah. If they want to say something about you that they don't want you to hear. It's really a joke.
No. Ignore
it's
that.
really a joke. But yeah, the universal language of soccer. I mean, you
Yeah.
found even through your days that
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you get to see Nicolas Ladero's goal? With
Oh, yeah.
Uruguay? What were your
Pretty
overall
good.
thoughts?
Pretty darn good.
Does that just say, somebody like Nico that's been wanting to be part of that team? And
Yeah. Well, he deserves it. He's a great player. That was a great play. Started the game off for them very well. I was happy for him.